Let me guess. You want to become successful. You watch business videos, motivational content, maybe you've even tried starting something new. But somehow, you're still broke, and it feels like your life is stuck in the same place. Meanwhile, some people slowly become richer every year. So what are they doing differently? Psychology suggests something interesting. Future millionaires usually develop 5 specific habits long before they ever become rich. And if you already have some of these habits, you might be closer to wealth than you think. Let me guess something. How often do you plan your weekend enjoyment? Maybe you're thinking about going out with friends, watching movies, or spending money on something fun. And there's nothing wrong with that, but here's the difference. Most people plan their weekends, while future millionaires plan their future. The first habit wealthy people develop is long-term thinking. Instead of asking, what will make me happy today, they often ask a different question, will this decision help me in the next 5 or 10 years? So instead of spending all their money to impress people, they invest it. Instead of wasting hours on random things, they spend time learning skills, building ideas, and improving themselves. These decisions may seem small today, but over time, they create a huge difference. One person keeps living the same life year after year, and the other slowly builds knowledge, opportunities, and wealth. So ask yourself honestly, are you planning your weekends or planning your future? Because the second habit is something almost every future millionaire has. As soon as you have some free time, you grab your phone and start scrolling through social media. One video turns into another, then another, and before you realize it, an hour or two is gone. Now imagine doing something slightly different during that same time, reading a few pages of a book, learning a new skill online, watching something that actually teaches you how money works. Future millionaires treat their free time very differently. They understand something very simple but powerful. What you feed your mind today shapes your future tomorrow. Every skill you learn, every idea you discover, every piece of knowledge you gain slowly increases your value in the world. And the more valuable you become, the more opportunities start appearing in your life. So the real question is, when you finally get free time, are you just passing time or investing it in yourself? Because the third habit is something that quietly separates people who stay stuck from people who eventually become wealthy. You know that feeling when you finally get some money, maybe your salary arrives, or you earn a little extra, and almost immediately you start thinking about what to buy. New clothes, a new phone, ordering food, or something you don't really need. Before you know it, most of that money is already gone. Future millionaires think about money very differently. Instead of asking, what can I buy with this? They often ask, how can I use this money to make more money? So instead of spending everything on temporary pleasure, they save, invest, or use it to build something bigger. Because they understand a powerful truth, money can either work for you or disappear from you. And over time, this one habit creates a huge gap. One person keeps working for money forever, while the other slowly reaches a point where their money starts working for them. So think about this honestly. When you get money, do you mostly spend it or grow it? Because the fourth habit is something that almost every successful person has, but very few people develop. You get motivation from somewhere. Maybe you watch a powerful video, read something inspiring, or see someone becoming successful online. Suddenly you feel like you want to be rich, you want to change your life. Your mind starts racing. You think about starting one business idea, then another, then another. You start making plans in your head, how you'll grow it, how you'll make money, how different your life will be. But after a few days, that motivation slowly fades, and the ideas that once felt exciting never actually start. Future millionaires do something very different. They don't just plan success. They start taking action, even if the idea isn't perfect. They understand something powerful. Plans don't change your life. Actions do. They start small. They make mistakes. They learn as they go. And over time, those small actions turn into real opportunities. So think about this honestly. How many plans have you made in your life but never actually started? Because the fifth habit is the one that determines whether someone keeps moving forward or eventually gives up. You get feeling when you start something new. For the first few days, you feel extremely motivated. You wake up early, you make plans, you promise yourself that this time things will be different. But after a week or two, that motivation slowly starts disappearing. You feel tired. You lose excitement, and eventually you stop. This is exactly the point where most people give up. But future millionaires understand something most people don't. Success isn't built on motivation, it's built on consistency. They keep working even on days when they don't feel like it. They keep learning even when progress feels slow. And they keep showing up again and again because they know that small actions repeated every single day eventually create massive results. And over time, that consistency becomes the real reason they succeed. So ask yourself honestly, when motivation disappears, do you stop or do you keep going? Because if you already have some of these habits, you might be much closer to success than you realize. So now I'm curious, how many of these habits do you already have? Tell me in the comments. And if you want more videos about psychology, success, and human behavior, make sure to subscribe. Because sometimes the smallest habits can completely change your future.